Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just 1 second. All right. Let's get this party started, shall we? All right. Here we go. Let me just get this thing going. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Just move this to the side here. Delete that. Put that here. All right. Perfect. Perfect. I think the only thing left to do is for me to turn the camera on. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and happy hump day. I didn't even realize it was a hump day already. I thought it was Tuesday. The week is like totally getting away from me. Hope everybody's doing great this morning. You could see right here what Clyde is doing. He got a little tired of the treadmill. He's trying to work his belly down a little bit. All the Thanksgiving feasts he's been eating. That's actually my bedroom, by the way. We just him in here, but that actually is my bedroom. Okay. All right. Good morning, Devin, Cheese Grate Trader, Harriam. Good morning. Good morning, David, Pete, Ivano, Manuel, Brian. Good morning, Brian, Jeff, George, Richard, Yuri, Robert, Sandra, Harriam, Anukumar. Good morning. Good morning, Anukumar. Stacy, Ruth, Arnolfo. Porky's is here. I love that. I love that movie. That was I think that's the first R-rated movie I've ever seen. Porky's. Now that I think of it, I think that's the first R-rated movie I've ever seen in my life. And you don't forget the first R-rated movie you've seen in your life, right? I'm old. I'm old. Mark, Brendan, Rick, Keith, Deanna, good morning. Afa Diaz, Don, Mark, Randy, Kathleen. Moondog is in the house. Sassy Trainer. Hey, Tinia, how are you? Tara's here. Stefan is here. Dave is here. Lloyd is here. Warren is here. Hey, Jill. Good morning to you. Dave is here. Walter, Timothy, Steve, Herb. Hey, Herb, how are you? Cam, Bill, Charlie, Clyde, Richie, Duzzy, Javad, Russ, Penny. Good morning, birthday girl. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Many more years of health and happiness. That's the most important. Everything else will come. Russ, Bernie the Bear is here. That's right. Bernie the Bear is in the house. We got Wade. We got Robert. We got Dr. Luke. We got Roddy. We got user TPT, whatever. Paul, Hefe's here. Ivano, Eduardo, Chris, Ray, Greg, Leo, Harold, Adam, Mr. Eagle Beagle's in the house. Minnesota Matt, Don, Texas Kirk, Richie. Good morning, Richie. Lewis, Raj. We got we got a lot of people here is what we got. Let me go back here. Got a lot of people here today. I love it. I guess people are coming back from their trip. All right, we got Illinois grain farmer. We got Gregory. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. We got Louis, we got Raj, we got Sergey, we got Stan, we got Gregory, Hopium, Illinois grain farmer, Richie, we got Tom, Louis, Jody, Stacy, Mr. A.G. Koopa, Kai, Pearly, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Hope you're on your 2 week off schedule. I know you're on off on off. Dave, Gene, Peter's a doctor, so he's got a rough schedule. Peanut, Henry, Genevieve, High Grounder, Jesse, Ralph, Art, Mike, Texas Kirk, Stacy, Sin, Nestor, James, Linda, Wayne, Daniel, Jane. Hey, Jane. Cara, how are you? Piet de Brock from the Netherlands. We got Michael, Kurt, William, Mike. We got Goose. We got Gustavo here. Hey, Goose. We got Karen the Shark. It's always good to have Karen the Shark here. You got to watch out for her. She's a shark when it comes to the markets. Ralph, Stacy, Bull Rider, Henry, Mike, Mindy, Dante, Naples fan, uh, Terrence, Dragon Dawn is here. Mr. Costa Blanca. That's right. Mr. Costa Blanca's here. We got Yessen. We got Bobby. We got Bob, Jason, Delbert, Catalin, Robert. Yeah, Hump Day. That's right. Stacy, Sassy Trainer. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Tinia. I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry about your dad. So sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. That's horrible, horrible. Robert, Adrian, Wesley, Richard, True Steely, Stan, Jeff, Next, Diamond. My condolences to you. Really, I am so sorry about your loss. Next, Jeff, we got Next Gen, we got Diamond, Jen, we got Laura, we got Jojo Pitt. Hey, Jojo Pitt, how are you? Whitco, Jeff, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. I was using your back scratcher all day yesterday. Steve, Tony, Robert, Kirk, Hopium, Doug, Michael. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a lot to talk about. We always have a lot to talk about, but today we got a lot of extra stuff to talk about. And folks, one thing I want to remind you, please don't make any conclusions till I'm done, because sometimes I say things and it looks like I'm trying to say one thing and it looks like there's a 180 coming. So please let me finish so you'll have the full picture. Because you see, in markets, sometimes you have things that are really good, sometimes you have things that are really bad, and we have to kind of put them together. So we got to look at the big picture. So you can't just look at what you want to look at. You got to look at the whole thing, okay? So there's a lot of things that are happening right now, okay? A lot of things that are happening right now. Now, first of all, before we begin, just a couple of housekeeping things. In the VIP room today, I will be talking about, hey, Joanne. Hey, Joanne. Just change your name. I'm obviously I'm reading what it says. That's the link to the VIP room today. And here's what I'll be covering in the VIP room today. I'll be talking about, we're going to continue where we left off yesterday, how to use the Pro Trader for swing trading, how to select the right options for the Pro Trader dashboard, the big picture market dynamics to help you stay in rhythm with intraday price action. And folks, this is something, if what I just said a minute ago, the how to big picture market dynamics to help you stay in the rhythm with intraday price action, that's huge. I'm going to be talking about that today. How to gain an extra edge with the Pro Trader dashboard. I'm going to give you, that's a bonus play today. And how to use the profit targets. Big session today. Big session. You would be foolish to miss it, okay? I mean, you would be foolish to miss it. I'm not kidding. Whether you're a swing trader or a day trader. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. Thank you. Chad, Solaire, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Robert, Nestor. Good morning, everybody. Scotty. Welcome. And here's the link to Customer Service Live. I don't know exactly what Cam and Gustavo have planned for you guys today, but I'm pretty sure it's good, and I'm pretty sure they're going to post it here in a second. Lastly, before we begin, please, I know people are starting to come back again from their trips. Please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Don't let it pull a fast one on you like it does on me every day. Don't go to auto mode. Stay at 1080p. And give us a thumbs up right here if you guys are getting value out of this. And you can also subscribe to our channel right here on the left side where my mouse is right here. I'm logged in, so you can't see it. But if you subscribe, it'll log you in automatically. Yeah, so sorry to hear that, folks. So sorry to hear about your loss, Sassy Trainer. Tinya, so sorry about that. I'm going to be doing the class on calendars. I'm going to probably be starting tomorrow. I just wanted to give people some time to come back from their trip. I'll be making the announcements. I'll probably do it in 2 sessions, but I'll be starting tomorrow. Again, I know a lot of people were traveling and a lot of people didn't get a chance to get in on Cyber Monday. So I just wanted to have a couple of extra days for folks. I didn't forget about you. I'll be doing it Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow or Friday, I'll do it. I'll do it the class. I'm thinking of doing it in two sessions so that we can do an hour and then an hour and then take some questions. Okay. So again, please, please, please take advantage of that. And Cam and Gustavo, let us know what you guys have planned, if anything, relating to my stuff today. There it is. We're going to start the day off with Pro Trader Dashboard and AlphaZone Pro Trading View to pick up where we left off. Beautiful, beautiful. If you guys have Trading View, highly recommend you don't miss out on that. All right. What earnings are we going to be talking about today? What are the catalysts for this morning? Well, we got CrowdStrike, we got Marvel. Nobody's going to talk about Okta, right? Because it's not in the S&P 500. I'm assuming everybody will behave themselves today and give me the right stocks. And also, maybe we'll talk about Dollar Tree as well. So that's going to come up when we talk about catalysts, okay? Yeah, Robert, I just mentioned that. Somebody asked me that a second ago, and as I just said, I'm going to do it later this week, either tomorrow or Friday, or maybe both days. I wanted to give people some extra time to come back from their trip. Hey, Carla, good to see you. Dave, good to see you. Again, Tinya, we're all really sorry about your loss. Really am. So sorry. So sorry. It's the hardest thing in the world. And I mean, family means everything to me. It was my father-in-law's birthday yesterday. We had a little get together with him here, actually. Okay, Fed data. And again, Cam was telling me this morning how all this delayed data is pissing him off. It's pissing me off too. It's really inconvenient and it's just so anyway, we have ADP report today. This is not delayed, but we are going to have delayed industrial production and import and exports, and we are going to have the live petroleum status report. All right. No, no, you're not misbehaving at all. No, no, nobody's misbehaving. Nothing like that. No, 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 there's no misbehaving. I'm just. No, it's all good, Robert. No, it's a good question. Sorry if I came off like I'm being defensive or anything. No, no, I just want to make sure people know that I'm going to do it. I just want people to. People are still traveling. You guys know that this traveling holiday was one of the worst delays we've had. Like 1,500 planes were delayed. People are coming in late. So a few people asked me. If I can delay it for a couple of days so they can get back from their trip. I got like 7, 8 emails. So I said, why not? Because I want people to be there. I rather do it live and have them watch so we can have a lot of questions and so forth and so forth. Okay. All right. So we do have some Fed data coming in. Some of it is going to be delayed. Folks, the big one that I'm going to be paying attention to is industrial production. Okay. That's going to be a big report. Also, we have the ADP report, which is coming out in about a minute. Actually, it should already come out. Hold on. Let's see if the bond market just had a nice big candle right here. So I'm assuming something came out right here. Um, I don't have it here yet. Maybe somebody has it already on. Look at the consensus from negative. Consensus is 20,000, but look at the range: negative 50,000 to positive 43,000. Whenever you see a range like this, it means they have absolutely no idea what's coming their way. So we'll wait a few minutes, and if somebody has that, there you go, John. There you go. Flew from Albuquerque to Pneumonia. Thankfully, she got without. Yeah, my wife's two of her friends were flying, and they had problems. A lot of people had trouble with flights. A lot of people had problems with flights. Rick says Midwest snowstorm has a lot of ripple effect. Yes, 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 a big ripple effect. So I wanted to delay it. Holidays, people traveling, Clyde being hungover from his food coma. So I wanted to delay it for a few days. So we have all of this data coming in. I don't know what the number is, but the bond market is just kind of sitting flat. Market reacting so much not be good. It's not really doing much. Let me see what the stock market's doing. Oh, the stock market's going down, must not be good. SMH, which is actually leading, is actually doing pretty damn good. All right. Well, we'll look more into it in a bit, and remember, this is a private report. Actual was negative 32,000. Ay ay ay. Ouch. 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 That's a low number. That's a low, low number. That's a very, very bad number. That's a very poor number. But again, it's right about 65% of the time. Uh, yeah, that's not a great number. It's not a great number. Bond market is not loving this number. All right, let's continue. Speaking of the bond market is starting to come up a little bit. Okay. Folks, this is about as good as things can get. This is the best thing possible. Really, this is the best thing possible. Remember, I told you the worst thing possible would be us coming here. The best thing possible would be us coming back up here. And I'll explain why that matters quite a bit. All right. Yeah, it's good for it's not good for unemployment though. It's not good for the employment. It's very, very bad for it reflects poorly on the economy. Has 31, so yeah, it's 30, this is straight, this is straight from the Fed. This is US Econo Day. This is about as accurate as it's going to get. They get it straight from the Federal Reserve. They were expecting 20,000, they got negative 32,000. That's not good, not good. Bond market so far, the bond market is doing exactly what we want it to do, okay? The bond market is doing exactly what we want it to do. Obviously, I'd like to see this happening faster, but it is doing exactly what we want it to do. And remember, I told you the worst thing that can happen for the stock market is the bond market being right here. So far, we're not seeing it. We're seeing the bond market coming up. I'd love to see it above the 15-day. That would give the stocks a little bit more upside. Hey, Richard, good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. But this is great. This I'll take it. Any upside, as long as I don't care if we stick here for the next 3 months, as long as we don't break this. We can't break this. There's nothing here. I mean, we can't afford to break this right now. But so far, it's looking fantastic. Yeah, a lot of layoffs. A lot of layoffs, Adam. A lot of we have a major employment problem right now in America and a major inflation problem. The inflation problem could easily be controlled by getting rid of the tariffs. Unemployment, I don't have an answer for you on that one. I really don't. Um, okay, so this is great. This is about as good as it's going to get. US dollars coming off. We predicted this was going to happen. We're now at the 50-day, and it looks like we're going to want to come back down to the 100-day, which would put us right back into this base. We're already below this support level right here. So I think we're going to just consolidate for a little while right in here. This will give the energy market and gold market a little bit of a boost. Gold is consolidating. Gold isn't breaking down yet. It's just consolidating around here. All right, just consolidating right here. Good. I'm so happy to hear Richard. Richard had some procedures done. He's feeling better. Mr. Richard Feinberg from Puente Gorda, our catalyst man. We'll get into our catalysts in a little bit. So we're just consolidating. Call me crazy, but gold looks very similar to the stock market right now, just kind of consolidating around here, which is okay. Again, there's a huge relationship right now between always, I mean, negative relationship between the bonds and the stock market, and we do not want to see bonds come down here. We do not want to see bonds come down here. I know I keep saying it, but I keep repeating it because it's like of the utmost importance. Okay. All right. Crude oil. Crude oil is just kind of sitting here. We're kind of in a wait and see mode with commodities. You could see that with gold. You could see that with crude oil. U.S. dollars coming down. This is a descending triangle that's breaking down. But again, I don't think it's got much downside. I think it's going to kind of stay over here. There's two major levels. One is right where it is right now. I'm just going to extend this a little bit forward. Right here. And then there's another one right here. And I'll just leave this here. But we have two levels, and there's a lot of support here, so I think we're going to get a little sticky here for the next few days. All right, for the next few days. If you guys are just coming in here, yeah, we have another 30% more people in here. Here is the link to the VIP room. I will be having an extremely important session on the Pro Trader dashboard today. I'll show you exactly where Omar puts, where the levels Omar uses for his stops, where we use our stops, how we generate alpha from it. It'll be a great session. You guys will absolutely love it. Uh, all right. So the US dollar is coming down. And here's the link for Customer Service Live. I usually post them both together. Oh, also, if you guys are not in the Telegram channel, you all should be in my Telegram channel unless you don't like freebies, because I do a lot of freebies in the Telegram channel. Here is the link to the Telegram channel, the free Telegram channel. Hey, Mo. How are you, Mo? In 21 minutes, not days, in 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Robert, if we can get 613 people here in 21 days, then I'm not really doing a great job. All right, so we're coming off. US dollar coming off gives strength to commodities, okay? China. China is down. This is going to give weakness to the US stocks that trade in America, like BABA and all those stocks. We're breaking this level here, very much following the US dollar. And I'm hoping that this won't happen with gold, and it looks like it may want to happen with crude oil. Crude oil is really pinched right now in this little area right here. And I think it's going to come right off. Yeah, it's all good, Robert. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just messing with you. So China is not helping us at all. US dollar is helping us a little bit. Bonds are helping us more than you guys can ever imagine right now. Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it's bottoming. Remember yesterday I told you it looks like we have an A line here. Whenever you have an A line, you want to trade below the low, okay? And I also said I don't like the wicks around here, but we didn't break the low yesterday. We traded above, and now it looks like it's a double bottom with a higher high. This needs to break, and this needs to break. My suggestion to you is this: please don't front run Bitcoin till we get above these levels right here. Please, because it's very easy for Bitcoin to turn down right now and start trading down again. This is a real major low, and this pullback isn't sufficient enough to make me feel warm and fuzzy. So I'm interpreting this as a pullback. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me draw it for you. It's much easier. So you guys like my Picasso drawings? Uh, uh, yep. Thanks, Bob. So here, you see, this is too strong of a move. If it was a move like this and this comes up, see how this came down, came up, and it came down? It looks like it was going to break through here and it was going to go up, but it didn't, right? Same thing here. It's very easy for this to break down right here and just continue a downtrend. Hence, I want to see this all the way up here before going long. Yes, I want to see it all the way up here before going long. I'm not going to do anything here, but if it starts coming off again here, that would be a short. If it starts coming up, I'm not doing anything till right here. Okay, so either short from here or long from here, nothing over here. Capiche? All right, so we got to be careful with that right now. All right, as I'm going through Fed data, I mean, as news and all the other good stuff, please start posting your catalysts, okay? And by the way, if I mention the name Kevin Hassett, it's not because I'm name dropping. It's because he happens to be on the cover of Bar Chart. I can't help what's on the cover of Bar Chart. And usually what's on the cover of Bar Chart is really important. So please, it's not my fault that I was partners with the guy who's going to run the Fed. And it's not my fault that his name is on the cover of Bar Chart. I'm literally reading his name. If his name was not here, I wouldn't be reading his name. So stop the whole name dropping things, okay? I'm sorry that I was partners with the guy who's going to run the Fed, but you know, that's just how it goes. Traders bet the new round of U.S. economic data will reinforce expectations of a Federal Reserve rate cut, especially with these nasty bonds aren't going down, but they're not really going up. But this ADP report is crap. We made a 2.5 week high yesterday. Don't get too excited. Wait till you see the resistance levels. He didn't turn down the job yesterday, Dragon Dong. He didn't turn anything down. He's been waiting for this job for the last God knows how many decades. Um, Wall Street 2.5 week high. That's very good for NASDAQ. Chip stocks advanced. Very good for the market. This is the best thing possible. Boeing surged more than 10%. MDB jumped over 20. SIM was down. But so far, when you see NASDAQ making a 2.5 week high, all right, Richard's coming in hot. Fed data, retail. Um, Dollar Tree, is that where you're getting retail from, Richard? Where did you get retail from? Let's see where he got retail from. Is there a retail sales report coming out? Where did you get retail from? That's the only thing I want to know. He did? Really? I didn't get that memo. I didn't get that memo, Dragon Dawn. Fed, let's see. Fed data. Let's see. Fed data, yes. Chips, yes. Infotech, yes. Consumer discretionary, Uber, yes. Dollar Tree, consumer staples, and crude oil. Minnesota Matt, yours and mine looks exactly the same. Richard, Dollar Tree is a consumer staple. AEO is not in the S&P 500, I don't think. Let's double check that I'm not losing my mind. Yeah. Yeah, there's no retail, Richie. Richard, not Richie. Richard, sorry, wrong guy. Yeah, please tell us your source. I want to know when did Kevin say no to something he's been wanting for the last 30 years? Yeah, what is your source, Dragon Dawn? Give me your source. All right. Macy's earnings? When is Macy's earnings? Let's see here. Hmm. Macy's is not in the S&P 500. Now, that's two stocks you're giving me. You're giving me two stocks that are not in the S&P 500. This is not in the S&P 500 and AEO is not in S&P 500. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Dragon Dawn, let me give you some news. He never said no. He never said no. Okay, so Macy's is not in the S&P 500, unless it happened this morning and I'm not aware of it. But I'm not. No, okay. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Um, mm, Japan being over 1% would be a catalyst, but I didn't see it this morning. So here's what I've got. I got Marvell, I got CrowdStrike, I got Uber, I got Dollar Tree, I got Fed, and I got crude oil. I can't use AEO because it's not in the S&P 500, and I can't use Macy's because it's not in the S&P 500. Well, Roger, we're not as experienced as you. We don't know that these stocks are not in the S&P 500. Yeah, you do. It's right here. What you're telling me is you were too lazy to check this. I had a full half hour and I prepared all of this for you in half an hour and you guys couldn't even check this. And how about AEO? You guys can't check the front page of bar chart? Do you see S&P 500 in here? Why are you giving me stuff that's not in the S&P 500 after all of these months? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah, I think I would know if he said no, and he didn't say no. Okay. All right, let's continue. Let's continue reading this. And remember, this is as of this morning. Um, all right. So we have all the Fed data, we have all the news. And although President Trump said on Tuesday he plans to announce his choice to lead the Federal Reserve in early 2022, we'll be announcing somebody probably early next year. Bloomberg reports last week that White House National Economic Accounts Director, the guy I used to run money with for 6 years, is viewed as the leading candidate to succeed Powell. A pick investors see as aligned with. He's a yes man through and through. Futures 87% drop, which is great. ADP came out, really nasty report. Uh, yeah. Let's not spread any gossips and rumors in here. Let's just stick to the script, okay? Non-manufacturing payroll will be reported today. ISM service will be reported. The numbers were okay. Industrial production is going to be released today. Reports were originally scheduled for October 17th. They're not going to have as much of an impact today, and my dogs are going crazy once again. U.S. export import prices for September will come out today. Not that these will, I mean, I don't think they're going to have much of an impact. By the way, the bond market is starting to cool off a little bit. Let's see what the SPY is doing. Yeah, still holding on okay. Okay. Crude oil data will be reported today. And we already talked about earnings. Europe is up 0.42, extending gains from previous session. China closed lower, weakening momentum. Not good. Japan closed higher today, led by gains in tech sector. Chip-related stocks outperformed. Very, very nice. And here are our catalysts: Marvell, Uber, and CrowdStrike. Look, all you have to do is go to this is bar chart, right? Click this link. Look, click this link. Ta-da! Not in the S&P 500. You don't talk about it. Too small to be impactful. Okay? That's all you got to do is click the link. It's there. If I have time to do all of this in half an hour, you guys have time to check three things. All right. All right. So that's that. Now, let's talk about the stock market, shall we? We're getting ready for the stock market. Okay. Volatility. What is volatility telling us? Volatility is going down. This is about as good for the market as you can get. This is really good for the market. Put the call ratio. And I know I got an email last night. People were already checking it last night and telling me, Roger, it's at 68. And I keep telling folks, check it in the morning. Don't check it at night. We're starting to favor the bullish side of the market. We're not overextended. This is positive for the market. I like what I'm seeing right here. What about market internals? Oh, here's a problem, folks. Now, Roger, you're telling us the Nasdaq made a 2-week high yesterday. Yes. Now, why were the number of stocks coming into Monday making 1-month high 375? And why is it today we only have 144? Wait a minute. I don't understand. We had 375 stocks making 1-month highs coming into Monday morning, and today you only have 144? Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're telling me that the SPY has been actually going up, if you want to call it that. You're telling me that the market from here went from here to here, from here to here, but the number of stocks went from 375 to 186 to 144. How could that be? How could it be that we went from here to here, from here to here, from 679.85 to 682, and we have less stocks making 1-month high? How could that be? Larger stocks are picking up the slacks. Mag stocks are picking up the slacks again, and equal weighted stocks, as you can see right here, are not doing so well. This is reflecting the real market, not this. This is reflecting the mags. This is reflecting the mags, which we haven't hit resistance yet. This is what the real market looks like. And the real market looks like we're actually consolidating and coming a little down. And as a matter of fact, we're getting close to the 8-day EMA. This, my friends, is what this is what you're trading. You think you're trading this. You think you're trading this, but what you're really doing is trading this. This is where we're at right now. Look at QQQE. See, equal weighted QQQ is coming up here, but look at RSP. So there's clearly the broad market is not getting stronger. It's just kind of sitting there right now. Okay, it's just sitting there. It's not getting stronger. You think it's getting stronger, but it's not. Now look at SPY for a second. See this right here? We still haven't gotten above this green line here, which I drew for you a while back. We're just consolidating. This is just consolidation with some pickup in chip stocks. Some pickup in chip stocks. Chip stocks are rallying. That's chip stocks right here. And let's look at mags. Mags coming back up. Now here's the problem. Nothing except SMH has broken resistance yet. We have not broken resistance yet at all. Momentum is getting weaker, not stronger. As a matter of fact, look at 90-day high and lows. There's 91 stocks making 90-day highs right now. If you strip out the ETFs, there's no momentum to the upside right now. 90-day lows, there's 34 stocks making 90-day lows. The majority of stocks I found today were overextended. So we're not in as good of a shape as you guys think we are. This is really what the market is looking like right now till we say otherwise. Yes, I do, Naples fan. That's why Marvell is in the S&P 500 or it's in the Nasdaq 100. I think Marvell. Why would you say that? Why would you say it's not in the S&P? I thought it was in the S&P. Oh, it's in the Nasdaq 100. Yeah, it's the same thing. If it's in the Nasdaq 100, it will. Yes, yes, for sure. Yeah, Nasdaq 100 or the S&P 500. Yes, 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 it will. It's on my catalyst, chips catalyst, Marvell. Yes, I do. Good point. Good point. So this is really what we're trading right now. This is really what we're trading right now. We got to be really careful because this can just as easily come down as it could come up. And you could see the SPY has not broken above resistance just yet. So we got to tread very, very carefully. This can just as easily turn down as it could up. And yes, the bond markets are very, very instrumental in that, but I don't see the bond market running away with the circus. It's barely breaking above this area right here. So this is causing me to be very nervous. And this is causing me to be very, very nervous. Point I'm making is the market right now is not standing on its own, and momentum levels, even though the market itself looks a little better than it looked a few days ago, momentum levels are not firing off. We're getting less stocks making 20-day breakouts. Look at the number right there. Look, 186, and look coming into Monday we had 375. And now we have half of that, half of that, less than half of that. So we got to be careful that we don't just consolidate in here. So what I want to see right now, I want to see the SPY. Folks, are you getting value out of this? Are you getting some value out of this? So we need to make sure that we break above the 685 level. If we can't break above this level, another couple of days, we're going to start softening up. But this is not momentum. This is kakapupu. This is just crap price action. Okay? So we got to be really, really cautious and not read into this. Now, at the same time, I do like SMH. I do like SMH, and I like how it's looking. I do. But this can just as easily come right back down. I want to see a parabolic move here. I want to see some strength here. And I want to see this number, 144, I want to see this number start increasing again. Okay? Good. There's not a lot of amazing stocks on my list. There's a lot of okay, there's a lot of B stocks, but there's not a lot of A plus setups right now. Okay. And these momentum levels are really bothering me. Also, VIX looks like it's bottoming out here, and VIX likes to mean revert. So be careful. More likely than not, we're going to see more chop, low range days like this. What do we want to see? Look at the QQQ. We want to break above this level. We want to break above 627. Okay. on mags. Not necessarily bearish today, but I'm not really that bullish. I don't like momentum levels right now. Even on SMH, that breakout isn't um, it's not as significant as I would like to see. Oh, mags looks like they're breaking out a little bit too right now. Yeah, it needs to get above this level right here. Yeah, mags here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is mags in real time right here. Need to get above this level right here. I don't like this gap that we're having this morning. Don't like this gap. And we need to get up here and look at SMH. Got up above on a gap, on a gap, on a gap. So I wouldn't be surprised if these gaps got filled because we don't have momentum. We don't have momentum. So I'm trying to spell it out. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, Adrian. I'm trying to put it all together for you guys so you understand where we are. Basically, we're in a choppy world right now where a few stocks are moving higher and giving the impression that the market is starting to get strong, but the market actually is getting weaker. And this is really what the market looks like here. I mean, this is really, when you strip away all the market cap, this is what we're dealing with right here. This is what we're dealing with. And look what happened. 1, 2, 3. Every time we come up to this level, we flirt here and then we come off. We flirt around here and we come off. So I want us to break out of this territory here. I want us to break out of this territory right here, this area right here to the upside. Otherwise, we're going to come right back down. Santa rally doesn't begin till late this week, early next week. That's what. So this is why I said. If we can stay, if we can hover here. That's why I was saying to you guys that if the bond market can stay here for this week and not break down and start coming up, and there's an and there, and the S&P here. And the S&P can stay here and not break down, it will go a long ways in for us entering the Christmas rally while the SPY is not breaking down but staying up here. That's why I said that the longer we could stay here, the more time we buy, we're going to get into that Christmas rally. The Christmas rally starts either Friday, don't quote me, but somewhere from Friday to Tuesday of next week, somewhere in that ballpark, okay? So and earnings were good and retail's coming in good. This is what I'm fearful of. I'm fearful that this is going to break down before we get that rally. So the longer we could stay here and just consolidate or even do this, like, kind of look down, the better it will be for the odds of us catching that rally. But as of right now, and today's only Wednesday, it's not Friday, we're not seeing any of that. We're not seeing any of that. We're seeing a lot more like this and this here than we are seeing a follow through. And what's happening is the market's getting up here. We have less momentum. And you could see it right here. This is coming into today. This is yesterday, right here, 186. And this is coming into Monday, 375. So think about this. You had 375 stocks making a 1 month high. This is a 1 month high. And now you have, right, and now you have 144. And you have 90 days, which what we look at, you have less than 100, which means there's no momentum, which means we're in this kind of a market right now. The saving grace is we hardly have any stocks to the downside breaking down. Okay. No, Santa rally the seasonality officially starts. That up tailwind, it officially starts. It does not start after Christmas. It starts somewhere beginning of next week. I don't have the dates. Matt and I gave you the seasonality chart actually to show you, but yeah, always an and or a but. Well, hey, Stefan, do you want me to give you 100%? Yeah, if this was, so here, if you want me to say, Well, here's what would have to happen. This would have to stay up here. The the momentum levels would have to be over 100 right here, and they would have to be increasing over here. If that was the case, then I would say more likely than not. But I can't do that. I can't give you, my job is to give you an objective view from the market. So, what do I like? I like that semiconductors are moving higher and breaking out. That's a very positive sign. What do I not like? The fact that we have less than 100 stocks really moving, and the fact that equal weighted stocks have not done anything in the last 3 days, and that every time we come up here, we break down. Now, the good part is semiconductors, the bond market coming up, and seasonality. The bad part, equal weighted SPY, momentum, and the fact that we haven't been able to rally and momentum is getting lower and we're getting at a new high. That's what a professional trader would do. That's what you get all of it. You don't just say this or this. It's the whole picture. It's the world that we live in, you know? Yes. 12, he said roughly 12th of December. Oh yeah, is that it? So we still have some more time. I don't know. I got to look at that chart again. I'm going to ask Matt to blow it up again, but we still have some time. We still have some time. Okay. Let me give you levels, intraday levels. All right, let's do this. You know what? I'm going to stop doing mags. I'm just going to give you the everything except mags. Wow, look at the levels yesterday for S&P. It's pretty damn good. Look at our levels for the last couple of days. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Okay, let's do this. That's perfect. Let's do that. Let's get you guys set up with all this. And remember, I'm posting this in the main Telegram channels for you guys. And I posted the link for you guys there already. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Just got to take care of something here. One second, folks. I just need to take care of something here. All right. Okay. Just delete that. We're not going to have the class today. It's not going to happen at 1 o'clock today. Let me just repost this for you. Okay. That's that. QQQ. Let me redo these for you. QQQ levels. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, if you can find that seasonality, let me know. But Matt posted it and I'll look at it again. But that's that. Let me give you SMH. Give you some good levels here for today. Get you guys all situated. That's good right there, actually. Mhm. SMH levels. Um, we got Russell 2000 levels. Wow, look at that. This is from yesterday, folks. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Man, oh man, I should start charging people for these. Some good stuff here. That's actually really good. Look at that. All right. I got to tell you, these levels are pretty good, if I do say so myself. Um, okay. Let me give you bond levels. These are bond levels from yesterday. Look at that. And you could day trade the hell out of these things. Use data miner historically starts before Christmas based on seasonality. If you waited after Christmas, you more. Yes, of course. Yes. 11/26, 12/13. Okay, let me finish this and then I'll look. Okay. TLT levels. There you guys go. Okay. Now, all right, let's look at the biggest buzzers. Let's do the small caps. History says your levels are spot on. Thanks, Karen. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go through the small caps now. Can't believe we spent all this time together doing all this stuff. Okay, coming in heavy right here. VRAX above $1. How about 105? Ooh, coming in hot again. IMRN above 250. No. Okay. P max above 425. Ooh. HTOO above 510. No, too many support levels. CLNN. Remember, it's going to be the high, the pre-morning high. It's making it right now. So we'll put a question mark by it, okay? We'll just put 13 and a half. And we'll put a question mark by it because we don't know what the high pre-market high is going to be. So we'll just put 1350 for now. Too cheap, but I like it. IXHL, 55 cents. And I think that'll be it. Yeah, yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Gregory. George, excuse me, George, thank you for that. Doing God's work. I appreciate it. And IXHL, IXHL, IXHL greater than 0.55. Thank you for that, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, should be well over 350. And folks, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please do if this is helpful. Now, you mentioned something about what was the date somebody mentioned here for seasonality? 11/26. Let's see. I want everybody to see it, so if I could find it, it would be great right now. Oh, there goes my dogs again. 11/26, huh? I'm going too far back. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh well, I can't find it, folks. Sorry, I can't find it. So let's go through the stocks that I like for today. Shorts. I'll have Matt do it again today. 11/26, huh? Let's see. Here's the 25th. Let's see if I could find it. It's in the main. Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so no, it's right here. See, right here. Here's where the good stuff happens right here. See, this is the week we're in right now. This is what I'm trying to say. See how here things start going up right here? Everything's moving higher. So right here is what I was suggesting. See how right now we're in what, December 2nd, 3rd? We're like right here right now. So what I was saying is if we can make it through this period right here, this period right here, this swell, it starts getting up around the 6th. The 6th. The 6th is going to be next week. This is exactly what I was just saying. So right here. Now, this is when it gets really good, but it starts leveling out right here. This is what I want to avoid right here. So what I said was if the market can just flag till we get to right here, we'll start getting some tailwind. And right here is pretty much next. So it's like this. When is next week? Next week is going to be like the 7th, 8th, right? That's exactly what I was saying. All right. So this is what I was saying. If we can get through this in one piece, if we can get through this right here in one piece, we've got some tailwind coming our way. Okay. So I was 100% right. It's next week. So let's see what the calendar is. Let's see when next week is. Yeah, it's exactly next week. Right here, 8th. It's exactly what I was saying. We just need to get past next week. That's all we need to do. All right. So let's look at our shorts. And I got to get out of here. PPL. HST. There's not much during that period of time at all. Yeah, 11:29 through 11:05. We just don't do very much. This is breaking the 200 right here. It's a nice short. PPL. VISI. Ooh, SPY's coming down. That's not good. Let's see what bonds are doing. Bonds are just holding off. SMH is coming off. Not good. VISI Properties. Crappy stock. Docs. Yep. That's what I'm saying, folks. Be careful. We still have 3, 4 days of seasonality that are, and again, momentum levels are declining. That's a short right there. Remember what I told you just 20 minutes ago. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. We're in a very, very precarious situation. General Mills to the bearish side. The people I used to work for, their company is in the shitter. American Towers in the crapper. Spotify not doing so well. Spotify not doing so well. ENR. ENR, what a shitty stock. Calm, crappy stock. Z-Lab, what a crappy stock, right? EQIX, oops, EQIX, yeah, no, X, there we go. Dr. Luke, I'm not seeing any bleed or anything like that right now. I'm seeing just a little consolidation and possibly beginning to come to downside, but I'm not seeing anything crazy. Again, we're more in we're not we're right now in a no man's land as far as liquidity. See, look, you could see we don't have a lot of stocks breaking up here. 91 and 34. We're kind of in no man's land right now. Okay. And volatility isn't picking up, so all right, let's continue. Let's now go through the longs. Those are my shorts. Let's go through the longs. Need to get above this line. As soon as we get above this line, Cisco will be ready. DHR. Just a little up move here. I'd like to get above this level here. SRG. I'd be careful with swings right now. I would be careful with swings right now. That looks like it's starting to come up. Teradyne. Thanks, George. Teradyne looks good for a day trade. Semiconductors are coming down. They're coming right into that base, and it looks like they want to fill that gap that we created overnight. This looks beautiful right here. That's a very nice looking stock. DOV. Dove, HTHT, above the last Butte. Go to the high of Cisco, the last 3 days of Cisco, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Cummings looks good. Here, I'll give you that level on Cisco once again, but you should be able to see it with your eyes. Look, see how we're consolidating when we get out of this consolidation here around 77-ish, 77.50 when we're here. And as a matter of fact, let me add it to my sheet, okay? Cisco. Uh, okay, just wanted to create a little breakout thing there. Okay, LUV, I'm going to be late to work again. And my boss is going to be upset at me. LUV, Clyde is going to be upset. He's going to be very disappointed. TD looks very nice. Fiber looks beautiful. Look at that. P-card. And lastly, keys. Nice breakout there too. Yeah, he's going to be pissed off. You want me to look at XLU? XLU's needs to break the 50. It needs to break the 200. It's got a lot more downside to go, but it looks like it just wants to consolidate for now. Sold most of their stocks in known companies. Hey, Angie, good to see you. No, Mark, Clyde is the boss. Clyde is the boss. I just work for Clyde. All right, let's see what the SPY's doing. Yeah, SPY's coming off. Folks, remember what here. See this RSP? See how we're just consolidating going down? Remember what I told you about momentum levels today? How we don't have a lot of stocks moving, how momentum levels have been declining, how the equal weighted SPY isn't doing very much. Here's the equal weighted SPY, by the way, today, intraday. Look how it's just not a lot of momentum right now in the market. We may just not be doing it. A lot of people think we're going to be coming up, going down, but we may not be doing anything. Okay? We may not be doing anything. All right. I got to get to work. I appreciate all of you. Here's my email address if you guys have questions at roger.com. Here is again, here again is my agenda. Today, VIP room. And here is customer service live. And here is the Telegram channel. And I hope all of you have a great day. Folks, be careful today. We're in a two-sided, okay, so we're in a two-sided market right now. We don't have a lot of momentum. We still have folks coming back from the holidays and bonds are on the chopping block. We have to be very, very careful. Please don't make huge bets. Please don't make big decisions. We're in a very wonky seasonal period till beginning of next week, minimum. All right? Please, please, please be cautious. Okay? Love you all. Thanks so much for being here and spending an hour with me. I will see you guys later. I'm heading to work right now. And hopefully Clyde won't be too upset at me. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye, everybody. That Clyde, he's a stickler for time, you know? You're late one day and he reports you. Just kidding.